What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my quick review of the WLToys v202 Scorpion. And this is the quad here, and I got this thing for 20 bucks. Now, this is a classic, actually. This is a classic quadcopter. When I first started getting involved with this hobby, I was hearing about this Scorpion here. People were saying that it flies really awesome. It was really nice. And I never got it because it was like 50 bucks. But like I said, this thing can be got now for 20 bucks on eBay. And I really think that this is a really nice deal. Although this thing is a bit outdated, it's very old. In my opinion, it's a little outdated. And you can sort of tell that the accelerometers and it's the 6-axis is probably a little outdated because it flies really nice. It has a really nice yaw rate on high rates. It has nice pitch and roll angles, but certain things when you're flying really fast or whatever, and you let off the sticks, it sort of breaks itself, and it just has a funny little twitch about it when you let off the sticks. And it could be the limitations of the transmitter there. But I think that it's the accelerometer, actually. Even when you're flying fast, sometimes when you're doing really fast flight, this thing is very fast. It has nice pitch roll angles, I said. And when it's pitching really hard when you're on high rates, 80% rate, and you fly it fast, it tends to get a little out of control, it seems. When you try to do your maneuvering and hard turning, it doesn't seem like it controls as precise as something like the JJRC JJ1000 or whatnot. Same protocol, so same nice pitch and roll is that. The yaw rate on this is just as fast as the JJ1000 when you use a Devo. However, when you use this transmitter that it comes with, the transmitter actually has 40% rates, which is very slow, unflyable pretty much, but suitable for a beginner maybe. But then you have 60% rates, almost the same, just a little more pitch. And then you have 80% rates, and on 80%, it's a really nice pitch and roll angle on it, but the yaw rate is just okay. The yaw rate is okay. So when you switch to 100% rates, this transmitter actually has a backlit LCD, and it's usually blue, but once you get to 100% rates, it actually turns orange or yellow, is it? Anyhow, it changes a different color to let you know that you're in 100% rates. And on the 100% rates, this thing does auto flipping. So that's one negative I can say about it. It does auto flipping on 100% rates, but that's the rate where you get the very nice yaw rate, just about equivalent to the JJ1000 yaw rate. So the yaw rate, the high rate is messed up by the auto flipping on this with this transmitter. They have a light toggle here on the right shoulder button instead of the flip button. But then again, this is a very early RC. I think this was before maybe the JJ1000 and all of that. So the 6-axis isn't as good. It was when 6-axis was just getting very popular, I think. And and I guess they thought that was awesome back then, that to have flipping on high rates and to have a light button here, light toggle there instead of the flip button. And here on this side, you have the rates button to select the different speeds. And you have all of your trims there. This doesn't do any headless mode or anything. Like I said, this is one of the earlier 6-axis quads. But for the most part, this thing flies really nice. I think it's a deal for that 20 bucks. But if you're used to something like the JJ1000, I would say the JJ1000 is a better buy than this is. But if you have a Devo, this thing flies really nice with a Devo. The Devo seems like it fixes most of the problems with its 6-axis. I think that's why I said it could be the limitations of the transmitter, because when I fly this with a Devo, it flies really smooth and all. Now the high rates pitch on a Devo, flying it with a Devo, makes it start to go down. The Devo actually does not enhance this quad in any other way except for the feeling of the gimbal, the smoothness of the gimbals. So it flies, it feels really smooth when you fly it with a Devo, but when you pitch it on high rates, it does tend to go down. The highest rate you can't achieve on this one without doing auto flipping. So 80% rate is the highest rate you can get to with this. It flies nice outdoors on 80% rates, but you can't fly this indoors on 80% rates. The yaw rate is just too slow. Now, if you have something like a X6 transmitter, that'll fly this pretty decently. Give it the fast yaw rate and the high pitch angles, pitch and roll. This is basically the same deal if you get a JJ1000. But I would recommend the JJ1000 over this because of, one, the lighting. The lighting is better than this. This does have lighting, but it's on the bottom. And when you're flying towards you really fast, you can't see it. The lighting isn't as good as the JJ1000. And the JJ1000, the 6-axis is more updated. So I think the 6-axis programming works a little better on the JJ1000 than on this. But this isn't bad for 20 bucks though. But I would rather get the JJ1000. If the price is very close to the JJ1000, it's the same protocol and all, unless you go for this type of frame, airframe here. And this canopy is pretty flimsy. I think crashing it too many times, hitting it hard, it probably would crack. But for the most part, this has been holding up for me. I guess it's good for what it is. And this frame feels like it weighs almost nothing. And so that could be it too. The frame could be too light, but I noticed when I'm flying it outdoors with the stock transmitter on 80% rates and I'm flying fast, when I let off the sticks, it kind of twitches a lot. But that could be due to the canopy catching air, wind underneath it, or the lightness of it. Could be either or, but it just doesn't fly as nice as the JJ1000 on when you're flying it outdoors. So I think the JJ1000 is just a better buy than this. But this does come with 2 batteries. It comes with 2 250 milliamp hour batteries, so you get double the flight time with it. It comes with a charger that charges 2 at a time, so nice for flying it when you're out on the field with it, swapping the batteries and all. So that's it, the WLToys V202 Scorpion. Thanks for watching.